none of the 50 countries where we serve was untouched by the virus. For Donna, she was suddenly living the fear and unknown of a frontline healthcare worker, taking empty subways into eerily quiet streets, their silence broken only by ambulances and sirens. In the wealthiest country in the world, in its biggest and one of its wealthiest cities, she was serving COVID-19 patients, transforming trash bags into personal protective equipment. She held cell phones to the ears of dying patients to hear last words from loved ones. She loaded the dead into body bags and moved them into a makeshift morgue as she prayed for their souls. As she left work, she heard the grateful applause of New Yorkers from their apartment windows, thanking her and other frontline workers. Returning home every night, she feared she had caught the deadly virus. Our new era. For me and Donna, for you, for every person on this planet, we each have our own story and experience of the pandemic and the crises that came with it. This time has tested and tried us all. In our nations, communities, schools, families, and places of worship, the pandemic exposed what had been hidden and accelerated shifts that had already begun. But I think especially of those who listen to this book in grief, having lost loved ones to COVID-19. The pandemic permanently changed the world and our everyday lives, and will change the course of history. Indeed, we are living in a new pandemic era. Its effects will linger for decades, and the shocks and changes have opened a new time in our world. There was life before the pandemic, and life after, which becomes a new normal and is never quite the same. And now, we face a time of decision about what kind of people we will choose to become. This book is about seeing deeply into the challenges of our new era and about that time of decision facing each of us. Many other books give detailed information about the science and spread of COVID-19, the debate about its origins, the stories of devastation and loss that people experienced, the battles about countermeasures and lockdowns, and the search for a vaccine. But this book is about a far bigger picture. I use a moral lens and the lens of Scripture and Christian faith to take a deep look into how our lives and country and world are changing in this new era. This book is about seeing the new challenges that face us and the new opportunities we have for fresh growth and renewal. Most of all, I hope listening to this book will foster renewal in your own life. The pandemic and what it exposed is the crisis of a century. But this book is about how this new time is also the opportunity of a century. In order to seize the opportunity, we have to see the time clearly. The Pandemic X-ray. In this book, we will engage this new time and opportunity through 3 critical themes of great relevance for our lives. The first critical theme is what the pandemic X-ray exposed. Through a burst of radiation, an X-ray creates pictures of the inside of the body. The images show parts of the body in shades of black and white, bones, tissues, lungs, organs. An X-ray can spot not only broken bones, but also pneumonia, breast cancer, tumors, and infections. An X-ray exposes what has been hidden, what we did not know and did not see about ourselves. It reveals what is healthy and what is not. More than a crisis, the pandemic worked like an X-ray to expose the good, the bad, and the ugly in our lives, and in America, the church, and the world. Coming up is a brief glimpse of some of the X-ray results that present great new challenges to our lives, communities, and churches. Anxiety and stress. Before the pandemic X-ray, we knew that parenting, marriage, and the workplace are not a walk in the park, and that young people face a far more challenging world than their parents did.